guys, welcome in. I'm Roby, and I have a small crochet business called Sweet Beads Crochet where I make and sell crochet plushies. If you're new here, welcome in. This is my market prep last week of May. If you're returning, I really appreciate your support. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in just a second. Howdy! I just got more yarn that I didn't need. Oh, come in. Hi, I'm Robin. How you doing? I picked up 6 skeins of yarn at Joann's today. Let me show you what I got, and I will tell you what I'm planning on using them for to be smart about the yarn purchase that I made today. Joann's does this thing where it's 20% off online orders, or you can do $10 off of 50 when you go shop in store yourself. You never know with Bernat how it's gonna feel. So I make sure I feel the Bernat skein before I purchase it. So even if it is a better deal technically for me to purchase it online, I still go in store and purchase it and spend my money that way, because you never know with Bernat, and I don't really want to get a rough skein that I don't want to use. You know, it's like not even worth the money at that point if you don't want to use it. The new Bernat baby blanket line, I don't know how long it's been this way because I'm not a Bernat girly, but I have plenty of Bernat that I definitely need to use. The baby blanket is so soft, like it's the perfect smoothness that you'd want in a blanket yarn. Not too rough like the normal Bernat blanket, or at least how Bernat blanket was when I first was using Bernat blanket. Like, wow, my hands would just cramp. I thought it was because I was inexperienced, and yes, I was inexperienced, but it was also just so painful. So life doesn't have to be painful. This line, baby blanket, is not painful, so got a couple colors. I picked up Bubbly Blue. I think this is a perfect Squirtle color. Mellow Mauve. I think this is such a pretty pink, like accent pink. It's kind of purple, but it's mainly pink. I feel like this is really pink. Seafoam. Bulbasaur would be beautiful in this color. And I grabbed 2 baby sand. When I looked online, y'all, okay? I did look online. It said they didn't have this in stock, and guess what? I went in, they had it in stock, and you know, I'm glad they did. I'm glad I was able to feel it. Ended up working out in my favor, but it was still like, why couldn't y'all say you had this? Baby denim accents, especially if I'm gonna be making a dragon, so I could potentially make a dragon like this. I was thinking these colors went well together. Terracotta. I could see Charizard or Charmander done in this color, definitely. So I did get 2 of these, but I don't want to pull it out of the bag. So 2 baby sands, mauve, bubbly blue, denim, seafoam. This is how I walked around the store, by the way. Just like this. No cart, right? You don't think you need a cart. I went in for just the brown. Let me show you why I went in for the brown, because I'm in the middle of a pattern test. Just chuck these. I'm in the middle of a pattern test. You girl, I thought I had plenty of browns. Sorry, I scared you. Scared the bunny. I thought I had plenty of browns, and yeah, I have plenty of browns. I have plenty of browns in acrylic yarn, and I have plenty of browns in basic chenille, and I have plenty of browns in chenille home slim. I got all these browns, and you know I don't have brown in. You know what I ran out of? I ran out of Bernat brown, and that's the one thing that like when you look for Bernat brown or taupe or baby sand or sand, it is unavailable online. But somehow it was in store, so I'm grateful. It was just strange. It was a strange situation. I was about to start looking up the dark webs to see where I could find this yarn, because I need brown Bernat so bad, you know? This is going to be Little Lapras for Cozy Wonders Crochet. We're in the middle right now. We are in the middle. This will be the body. So this is as far as we are. A little progress. This was my lunch break today. So this was 20 minutes. It wasn't very long. I was editing last week's video on my lunch too, so it was like multitasking. But I didn't have brown. I was almost going to do this. I was willing to mix the blue with the purple and just pretend like this was brown. I was gonna just go with it. Some people actually made purple, like purple body lapras, and that was really cute too. But I already started making the body blue, and I was like, this is the closest shade that I think would go well, that I would use. And actually, let me think. I think I grabbed the Void, which is my purple safety eye color that I sell on my website. So let me see what color eyes I pulled out to use for this, because I grabbed the Void, which is a brighter purple, so I don't think it would have necessarily gone perfectly anyway. I'm grateful I found the brown. I think these might be too big for his little head. Safety eyes, sparkly. Whoop, there we go. Get the sparkles in there. I hand paint these myself, sell them, and I use them in my plushies all the time. Absolutely love them. Love the sparkly eyeballs. So I wanted to give him pink purple sparkles and then give him the purple shell. But I was able to find the baby sand, so I don't know. I'm going to be packaging up a custom order that I showed you guys in my last video because surprise, surprise, she ended up ordering it, like actually purchasing my invoice. So the person I made the custom order for really did want it, which I'm glad. I mean, I'm grateful. I'm going to be creating Mirabelle's glasses, taking a picture, packaging her up. I have another doll that was a custom that I'm going to be packaging up. A lot of packaging going on. Hello. We are here today to package up the custom order that was actually paid for. Here's my Googie, laying like a good girl, the goodest. Okay. I'm going to put you here because I don't know where else to put you. We've got the beautiful Mirabelle. And I made these glasses out of green wire. Let me show you. It's like 9 o'clock and then you start talking different. This is the green wire, so I cut it and I bent it. And I kind of want to show you my first attempt at this because I've never done this before. Okay, but here are the first glasses that I made because I was like, oh, they'll fit her. Her eyes are not that close together, so this is my first attempt, which I think is silly. So that was my first attempt. It took me a while, but I finally got the shape right. I used a pencil to really get those circles to be perfect. And I sent the pictures to the customer and she really liked it. So there's Mirabelle and her perfect sister Elsa with her beautiful braid. So these are the Poema Studio pattern, and I used a Premier Basics chenille. And then these are the girls' stickers. It is their birthday, so I have these general like kid stickers, so when it's not like my safety eyes, these are just general stickers. I know one of the daughters likes dinosaurs. I don't know about the other one. And the mom did ask me to package them separately and then to put that into the poly mailer. So I'm going to be using 3 poly mailers. So number 1 will go in here. So we do Mirabelle. I'm not sure which sister likes the dinosaur, so that they each get their own opening experience. I mean, the mom can always open it and then repackage them if she wants, because they are like black. I understand that's not the nicest. I don't have any other colors right now. So the other 2 stickers for the other daughter. I'm really new to packaging plushies through the mail, so I normally sell at markets. I'm not used to selling them like this. And then I'm going to take 1 more black poly mailer, my thank you card, my Lala Cloud Crochet logo, and my happiness warning sticker, and I'm going to put all of that on here. The only concern I have, just a little concern of, is Mirabelle's glasses. I am a little bit concerned about that, but it'll be okay. I gotta just think positive thoughts. You know, I didn't label them. How would the mom know? Oh my gosh. No. This one's Elsa. I'm gonna go put a sticker on them saying what they are, because I just realized the mom would have no idea which one goes to which daughter. Good morning. Package up some orders with me before I head to work for the day. Have Angelica. Sorry. I think she's my second repeat customer ever, which is so cool. Ordered 1 pair of eyeballs and they're so cute. 18mm Ionia. Bunny stickers. Next we have Nicole. Got a 25mm Piltover with 25mm arcade set. So here's her arcade. This baby rainbow is just the perfect amount of every color, you know, and it's all the like pastels, so it covers all the bases. Her bunny stickers. See Maui right there? Cutie. Hi, cutie. Hi, handsome. When I talk to him, his ear he's listening, trying to figure out if I have food or not. Technically, this morning I have 4 packages going out. Kelsey, Nicole, Angelica, and my custom order for the princesses. So that is all going to be going in the mailbox today. It is Friday, May 24th. The set is for Holly, the set of 7, which is technically called Legendary. So Shurima, Demacia, Bilgewater, Freljord, Void, Ionia, Piltover, and then this is a 30mm Piltover. Fun stickers. It's Friday after work, and I wanted to share with you what I did crochet last night. So just a little FYI, I'm gonna sit down for this. So I actually thought that I had some time off. I thought I was going to be taking a break. I was going to be doing a market for a hot second. I was just going to be replenishing my inventory because my last market was not very financially profitable. I still made money. I didn't lose money. I'm really grateful I was able to profit even just a little bit, but I did want to try and spend my efforts a little wiser. I wanted to spend my time actually doing something where I would spend all the hours there, but I would be making enough money to make it so worth it for all the prep that I put into it instead of prepping and then, so I wanted to make sure I was really prepped. And I had really thought, I saw these back to school bashes in July. Right now it's May. It's May 24th today. So I knew in 2 months, July, the end of July, that there would be back to school bashes with these hosts that I've been with before that I liked. And I emailed the host of the event and I was like, hey, I noticed when I went to apply, the only spot available is a business spot. It's a 10x10 business spot and it's $400 for one day. And I mentioned what I do, what I make, my company name. I've vended with you before, and I said, I'm just trying to figure out how to be a part of your event. I'd love to vend with you because it sounds like the perfect thing for my company. And he responded back. I've had this in my mind for a while, that this is what I was going to be doing. And I sent that message a couple days ago, and I had an opportunity arise with another vendor that I've vended with before also in St. Petersburg. So I've vended with these other people before. And I got a message saying that there were only a few spots left, and if you want to reserve your spot, because you've already been a part of the market before, just pay and you can go. And it was on June 2nd, which is coming up. It's in approximately 8 days from right now. And I saw that message and I was like, I told myself in my last market I was going to wait. But anyone who does markets, like all of you, I'm sure you know, it's addicting. And it's an adrenaline rush. You get to see people and meet people who love your stuff. And it really is just a wholesome experience. You get to meet new people. You get to meet other vendors, share experiences. So I had really told myself that I was going to be taking a break. But then I saw the June 2nd opportunity and something just pushed me towards it. It's like when you're at a crosswalk and, you're holding someone's hand and they tell you to wait. And wait, and you're waiting it out, and then you think you should be going. Like, why am I not going? Why are you not pushing me to go? And it's like not your time yet. And all of a sudden, when you're finally okay waiting, I'm told to run. Like, go. Run right now. Go across the street. And for some reason, I was pushed to just do it. So I purchased the market for June 2nd. So I will be going to market on June 2nd in St. Petersburg, 2024. Something just told me to do it, and I did it. And then immediately after that, like the next day, I got an email back from the original school people in July that I want to vend with that I was going to save my inventory for. And he actually said, this is not the kind of event that's perfect for your business. You should try one of our other events because this, like, you can't even sell stuff. It's a private, special, whatever. So if you want to not sell things, you can set up a booth and pay $400. But if you want to sell things, choose one of our other actual markets. It's not really a market. And I am so glad I reached out to him instead of just purchasing the booth or putting it off until later, because my mind was really set on doing 4 events in a row in July and August. And I thought that's what I was going to be doing this year. I thought that was the path I was supposed to take. And I'm so glad I reached out to him and he said no, and that there were other opportunities for my business. And I'm also glad that I took the other opportunity in the first place. even when you think you know, I didn't know what was going, I thought I knew what was going on. All that being said, I do have an event in 8 days. So I knew this yesterday that I was going to be going to this event that I paid for. And I wrote down all the inventory that I wanted to make and create for it. With all of the little critters that I wrote down, they're all small patterns that I want to complete. It is about 65 items, and they're really generic patterns that I've had before that I know I can do quickly. And with 9 days total, from like when I started mentally planning to the day of the market, 65 items would be about 6.5, 7 a day. So 7 plushies a day. I have to complete 7 a day. They're all small, so I want to try and knock out a lot of them in one day because I have a couple days off that I took off from work. I am a full-time pharmacy technician, so I do have a full-time job that I spend most of my time at, honestly, and then work on business stuff. I really try and squeeze in every second I can. It feeds my soul. I'm putting a lot of pressure on myself, but I really want to meet my goal this time. I always give myself expectations and I never meet them. So I really want to meet my own goals. And guess what I did last night? The All From Jade whale pattern, which I've sold before and I'm going to continue to sell because it sells well. I'm going to sell the whales for $5. They take me 9 minutes to make. So last night, I was able to pop out 5. So here are the 5. They don't have stuffing yet and they need to just be closed up, but that should take no time at all for me. So 5 last night, and then I was like, I didn't meet my stinking goal. I didn't meet my goal that I set for myself. So on my lunch break today, I completed 3 more, and I'm not counting these 3 towards my day today. I still need to produce 7 plushies today, which I will do. I plan on making a rainbow bucket of whales, a ton of whales. I know yellow is not a big popular color, but a lot of people do like yellow. And I think if I had a little rainbow bucket, I think it'd be cute to have yellow in there. So I only made 3, but I made 3 yellow ones. I'm in the middle of working on pink. So I'm going to just make rainbow, All From Jade, little whales. It's a free pattern on her Instagram, and it's a great pattern. Really easy to follow. And they're no-sew. So I did this. This is so far my market prep. This is day 1. Counting this all as day 1, which is yesterday. Still pattern testing Lapras for Cozy Wonders Crochet. I did finish her test. I do need to take pictures. The sun will be best tomorrow, so I'm going to be taking these pictures tomorrow, but Lapras. I need to sew the tail on. I know I need to sew the tail on. I was tired. So, oh my gosh. Y'all know me for the safety eyes, the hand-painted safety eyes that I make, sell, and use on plushies. But I thought that all of the other pattern testers for this pattern did a ton of embroidery on their eyeballs, and I felt so inspired to make him with embroidered eyeballs, and it's like felt. It's just not something I do a lot of, so it's, less of a comfort thing. It's so easy to pop in safety eyes. I feel like placement, it's just like easier than embroidery, but I feel like it was so worth it to embroider him. And I used brown because I think it's Kyoko makes. She always does like light colored or different colored embroidery eyeballs, and I really love it. I really love her style of the way she does it. I'm sure other crocheters do it too, but she's just the one that stands out in my head whenever I see her makes pop up on my feed. So that is Lapras by Cozy Wonders Crochet. It is a pattern that is releasing soon, and it's just the cutest little Pokemon. Oh my gosh. A lot of sewing, but totally worth it. If you're okay sewing, I mean, it's relaxing to me. I think I might have spent like 40 minutes just sewing and detailing him and just paying attention to him. And it was such a pleasant time. While I was detailing him, I actually watched Howl's Castle. And that was a really comforting film too. So it was comfort with comfort, one of those. So that was my night yesterday. That's day 1 of market prep, down for the books. How cool would it be if he's like my permanent background? I forgot to mention, after I made him, I had a really hard time mentally deciding if I wanted to price him and sell him. And I decided I don't want to. I really love him and I feel attached. I know I say that a lot of the time. It's just the makes that take me more time that I just get really involved with, that I fall in love with. Like all of my minnows and my Kato, have a really hard time emotionally letting that go. It's just so much investment, But Lapras, for sure, I'm not selling him. I can make another one, but I am not going to sell this one because I feel in my heart I love him. I love him, and I think he could be my little background buddy. Maybe I can put Poro on his shell, and Poro can be riding Lapras. Do you see that happening? I do. Thanks for putting up with me. Last night I made an army of baby whales. So we got 3, 6, 9, 12. So we got 12 little whales and 4 Mabel the chicken bodies. I'd say that was pretty good. So that's 16, 23 total in 2 days so far. I'm counting every single one of these. I know they're small. I don't care if they're small. 23 total in 2 days, and I'm gonna create more tonight. And I'm not just doing the whales, by the way. I'm trying to fill out the whole table with like little things, so we're gonna switch it up tonight. This is what my whip section looks like. So that's the pattern test. These are done. This is all stuff I want to have together by the market, like the floof pals, and then all the stuff that I've been making. Isn't that crazy? Look at all that. Hi, Cornelia. Hello, good morning. Good morning, pretty girl. She's a very good girl. Hi, Maui. Okay, guys, it is Saturday in the afternoon, and I've made 3 chickens. That's all I've made. And their chicken's not completely done. So this is all of my not completely done stuff. I think I'm just gonna create a whole pile, and then maybe on Monday, which is Memorial Day, my job, we're off from work, so I will spend the time to prepare all of them. The sun's going down, but I wanted to film packaging Kylie's order. She ordered 2 pairs of 18mm safety eyes. We have Ixtal, which is the baby pink, and the white, which is Piltover. Here are her bunny stickers. It is a holiday weekend, so I don't know if these are going to be getting to you delayed, but I'm really excited for you to get your eyeballs. I have one more before the sun goes down. For Davida, got 18mm Ixtal, Bilgewater, Targon, Noxus, and 25mm Demacia. Oh my god. Oh my god. Get all the shimmers in there. Bunny stickers. Jessica, packaging up your order. We ordered 1 pair of Demacia, 18mm, the pretty gold. And you got another pair of the Howdy Y'all sticks, and now your sticks will go together. I love using these to not only like pin in the ears and legs of plushies, but when I take some photos, like say I want 2 plushies to be sitting next to each other, let me just show you what else I use these for. So let's just say I'm going to take a photo and I want these 2 characters to be in it. So I'll stick it through the back of both of them, and then I will hold the stick and I can take a picture of them like this. So just BT dubs. That's another use for Amy sticks. So I'm so excited you got another set and they match your other one. And your bunny sticker. Ooh. Your bunny stickers. I have 7 more days until the market. It is currently Sunday. So yesterday I finished day 3 of my prepping. Just to remind you guys, I do have to complete 6 to 7 items per day to meet my goal of 65 items for the market. And yesterday I did veer off path for a little while, and you will see why. Let me just share with you what I did. So first off, I made 3 Mabel chicken bodies, and now I'm set on Mabel chicken because the day before I made 4 Mabels, so we're good on Mabels. I think I'm gonna do, I have a really good idea to do some adoptable pets. So I'm going to be working on some cats and dogs. I believe that I want to put in little boxes for people to adopt. That's what I want to do. I don't know if it's going to be a good use of my time, but that's what I want to do. Or I have a list that I'm supposed to be following. On my list, I wrote Mabels, which are done. I wrote down whales, which are done. I wrote down floof pals. I've only done 4 floof pals, so I could probably work on those. And then I wrote down dinos and axolotls. So gotta do some of those, probably at least a couple. Morning, it's Memorial Day. I just wanted to go over all the stuff that I was able to create yesterday on Sunday. I started the day off with the free axolotl pattern by Loops and Knots Crochet. So this is her free axolotl pattern on her Instagram. I made 3 of them. I do want to make all of the little colorways, but currently I just stuck with pink because I know when I had the pink ones, those sold really well. Motivation to crochet, so I wanted to try and make my own pattern. I actually just learned the technique of short rounds. I'm sure you guys are familiar with it. If you're not familiar with short rounds, it is how you create like bends in projects. So I freehanded and wrote down a pattern for these little shrimpies, and I just thought it was cool. It was my first time creating a bend in a project, so I do think I have a seafood festival coming up in July, so I wanted to be prepared, or I just felt motivated to start creating some of the sea creatures for that event. So I started making little shrimpies. This one needs eyeballs, so it looks a little weird, but I made 3 shrimp. Otto the octopus, so I made this one in the morning. I actually used 3 different yarn types for these autos, and I wanted to just talk to you about it really quick because I did use different yarn types. So this was chenille home slim, so Sweet Snuggles Michael's yarn, so it's really soft. You can see the texture. This is Bernat, the darker color. This is a Bernat. His noggin looks so big. And this is Premier Basics Chenille Brights. So all of them pretty comparable, like size-wise, and I like that it's like the different tones of gray and blue, so they're all pretty similar in size. I have Otto the octopus, 3 axolotls, 3 shrimps, and again, I asked my coworker what amigurumi I should make for the seafood festival, and he said a blue lobster. It is not very cute, okay? This is probably going to be donated to my brother, but I was looking at pictures of lobsters because I just wanted to see if I could make it. I don't know if this is a sign that maybe I'm not going to be a good pattern designer, or this is just a sign that, like, this is just not it, but I'm exposing myself by showing you these. It's like the first time I ever freehanded stuff or like just tried to be creative without using patterns completely, like not just modifying a pattern that I have, like completely just trying from zero. And this is what he looks like, his little claws. And his leg is totally sideways right there, but his legs, and he's got a little fin. So this is not for sale. I just wanted to show you guys progress on my pattern writing journey, just practicing. So I know people do have cute lobster patterns, and I'm honestly probably gonna go buy one. So don't worry, that'll be happening because this is not it. But just wanted to share with you what I did create because that is what I made yesterday. And today I have a bunch more projects to work on. I have tons of ideas for my next market. I know everyone's doing them, but I want to have a box for adoptable kittens of loaf cats. I know there's a free YouTube loaf cat pattern, so I'm going to be trying that out today. I feel really motivated to make loaf cats. And I also want to try and make some aquarium pals because I want to try and have a build your own aquarium at my next event. Technically, I don't need to have all the aquarium stuff until July, but I just want to start practicing with it and see how it does. That's kind of, I just want it to be like a little section on the table. I am currently closing up all of my whips. So you saw them here before, and now I'm adding eyeballs and fluff and finishing everything up. And I finished up the floof pals. I already know I'm gonna have to add a butthole, but this is the cat. I made a Siamese kitty, and it needs, doesn't it? It does. Welcome to late night crochet because I'm market prepping and I need to do this. So far, I have made this today. That's what I've done. They're really cute. This is the Floof Pals by Haru Crochet. It's an expensive pattern, but looks like it's going to be worth it so far. Have not made all of the pals yet. So I want to make more cats. I'm going to be making these, and I'm going to be brainstorming on some colors because I know there's different breeds of cats. So I wanted to try and do a couple different breeds. And I was struggling to, because I cleared out my YouTube. So I think I'm caught up, and I need to switch over and watch a TV show. Just putting them all in a like spinner, even repeats. Like I'm thinking of putting like Naruto, thinking of putting Demon Slayer, I'm thinking of putting Dragon Ball Super, because Super is like really entertaining. And I was thinking of putting a couple new shows that I've never seen before. I'm thinking of putting One Piece. I've never watched One Piece, and I know there's like 1,000 more than 1,000 episodes, right? I know you're gonna correct me if I'm wrong, but spin it and see which one it lands on. I swap anime every couple, like either seasons or if I finish it, you know, like if I just binge the whole thing. Should put in shows that are like my normal shows. So like I'm a big fan of like The Office and Money Heist and Vampire Diaries. I love The Circle. I already watched that too many times though. Arcane is good. Maybe I should watch Arcane. Last Kingdom. Have you guys seen that? Oh my gosh. That might be what I'm gonna have to watch. That is such a good show. Okay, that's what I'm gonna watch. I'm not even gonna do a spinner. I'm gonna watch The Last Kingdom. I wasn't even in one of those moods, you know? Wow. Okay, that's a good show. If you haven't seen it, it's a really good show. Clearly, I have a broad spectrum. I go from anime, which is like action-packed, to comedy, like The Office, to drama, like Vampire Diaries, which this is also a drama. The Last Kingdom is such a drama, but it's like an old Viking drama. Viking drama, love it. Like old England style. Amazing. If you don't come here for crochet and show talks, that's what we're doing here. Sweet Beans Crochet. That's what we're doing here. And I'm here to make crochet besties, and you can't be besties if you don't know your bestie's favorite TV show. So comment down, if you're watching right now, comment below what your favorite TV show is and why you think I should watch it. That'd be cool. It'd be cool to read your responses to that. It's Wednesday. I'm doing a little recap of what I did on Memorial Day and Tuesday, which was yesterday. On Memorial Day, I made these little floof pal possums, and they are so cute. It's a quick pattern, and once you get the floof pal body, they're real simple. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm sure I forgot a round on one of the bodies somewhere on one of them, and they still look the same. So I made 5 possums. They're so cute. That was Monday. And then yesterday, this is the famous loaf cat pattern. I think it's, let me find the pattern. The cat loaf pattern is by Annie Caraway. And it's a chunky boy compared to these small floof pals. Well, yeah, it's about half the size. So I'm thinking, this is my plan, of charging $15 for the floof pals, $16 if they're in a box, like if I do mystery pals and stuff, just because the box is 50 cents and I don't want to eat the cost, if that makes sense. So $15 to $16 for these. They take me about 30 minutes, and I didn't calculate yarn cost yet. I'm gonna be honest. Let me just have a real moment with you guys. When I first started this business, I didn't measure anything. I was just buying yarn, using yarn. I didn't really know what I was doing in the business sense, so I was just crocheting. That's all I knew. And then I felt like really hunkering down and businessifying this and working on making sure I'm making profits and accounting for all my expenses, which you should do if you're really planning on doing this like full-time. But I'm not doing this full-time. I am a full-time employee at a big corporation that I work at 40 hours a week. So yes, I want to account these for my expenses, but this is also just my fun past downtime. Personally, that's where I'm at with this business. I do love this business, and I do love this YouTube channel. I do love connecting with you guys on Instagram, but this all still is just a fun way for me to pass my time, if that makes sense. So I don't measure my yarn anymore. For, I'd say, 2 months, from January to February, I was weighing every single project. And then I got to a point in my spreadsheet from CrochetbyBay where I was comfortable just guessing what the yarn weight was, because I felt like I knew this is 30 grams. To a point where I was like, I know how many grams this is, because I got so used to it. And it would calculate pennies. It would calculate to the penny how much I was spending in supplies, which I still do incorporate in my market recaps. I still talk about that in my results. I still take out my supplies, but I no longer weigh my yarn, so it's more of just a guesstimate. And sometimes I underguess it. Sometimes if it's a big project, I will just say I used a full skein, even if there was 20 grams left, you know what I mean? So I don't calculate precisely the way I used to, and actually I don't even weigh yarn anymore for any of the projects that I do. So it's more of just a per hour, and then if I make a little bonus off of that, that just goes to my supplies, because I would be spending my time doing this anyway. I might not be making some of the projects, but this cat loaf is super cute. So back to the pricing of the plushies off of me weighing yarn, because not everyone weighs yarn. Some people don't weigh anything at all, and you don't even account for your time. Some people will just say, this feels like $15 to me. And this, because of the time, I think this took me 45 minutes. I'm gonna do it again. This is the first one I made. I think this took me about 45 minutes. I wanna charge $25 for it. Not because of the time it took me, but I feel like with the yarn, he's chunky, and compared to the $15, $16, the price for the size makes sense on my table. Everyone can price things their own way. If you want to charge $15 for this big one, totally do it. Do your own thing. If you want to charge $5 for the Floof Pals, do your own thing. I totally get it. Personally, I feel like this is the prices I'm going to go with, and we'll see how they sell. If they don't sell, I will let you guys know, because we're all learning, and we all learn from these experiences. I also want to add bunny ears and make it a bunny loaf, because I'm a bunny girl. And then obviously take away the tail, add a bobble, and it'll be a bunny. That's what I'm gonna do. But she's a YouTube tutorial on making them fruits. You already know I have colorful yarn, and I'm gonna be making fruit. I also need some inspiration for other cat breeds, because then I spent Tuesday making cat breeds. It's the small Floof Pals. This is the Siamese. He is, I'd say, the plainest one that I've made so far. Made a calico. Then I made this black cat. I love this one. I used green yarn. I need to lint roll him. Look at that. He needs lint rolled so bad. It's just because the floof that I use is white. But there he is. I gave him the green yarn for the pupils. And I made this gray kitty, which looked like a mouse. Thank you, Victoria, for letting me know it looked like a mouse, because it did. And I have now fixed it, and it is a tabby. So a couple tips from some friends. Thank you, friends. And it is a cat again, hopefully. I added whiskers to this one, and not all of them, because I just want to see how it does. I feel like that definitely makes this one not so mousy. So I definitely struggled for, oh, and then look, the butthole. I was torn on where to put it, because I don't think it tells me in the pattern where to put this, and I don't think it directs me to put one on there in the pattern. For this pattern is the Floof Pals by Haru Crochet, and I added one there, and I added the other one lower, because this felt like the center of the actual, this is the center of my actual tightening, and this is just where I feel like the cat's butthole should be. Sorry if I'm definitely harassing these cats. Let's just go back to the front. And I'm trying out the different face things, trying out different stuff. I really like the X. I don't know. I like both of them. The X is easier also. I don't know how I feel. I'm just doing. So that was 5 on Monday, and that was 4 on Tuesday. So I am behind on my goal. Actually, no, wait. 5. So I did 5 and 5. Which is, I'd say I've made 5 my bare minimum, because my actual goal is 6 or 7. I think I told you guys 6 or 7 to make how many I wanted in 9 days or 8 days. So we're still going. I missed National Snail Day, but happy National Snail Day. I wanted to make the Garden Hoe Crochet fruit snail, the council snailberts. I failed. I failed in a sense that I was unable to get there because I was doing this. But I feel accomplished with this, especially when I'm doing this like after work in my sleepy hours. And I'm not a big cat person. Personally, I'm not a big cat person. Don't have any cats. I'm a bunny girl. But I know people like cats, and they're really cute and easy. And I'm doing these Haru crochet patterns anyway, so I think having some of them in an adoptable area, like a little pet shop, is just so cute. That idea just stuns me with this whole crochet plushie toy world, especially with the people I think that would purchase them, because it is not just for children. These are unkillable pets. A little too soon for me. I'm dealing with that decently. I'm giving all of my other pets a lot of affection, and I really appreciate all of you guys' kind words. I should make some bunnies like this, huh? We have made it to day 7 of my market prep. Finally review with you the number of plushies I was actually able to create. This is what I made the last 2 days. These are all the plushies I have finished up and made this week. Add these to the sum. In 7 days total, I was able to create 48 plushies, which sets me on track to have 65 plushies for the 9-day period before my market. I did happen to take 2 days off, and a lot of these makes were tiny. I did not make any large items. Still really proud of myself that I was able to prep that much, and I'm excited to add it up and see how much that adds to my inventory. Since this is a full week of market prep, this is going to be part 1 of my next market, which is happening this weekend, and there's going to be a part 2 coming out in just a couple days. And in part 2 will be my original starting inventory that I've not gone over with you in a hot second, and all the inventory I'm able to make in the next 3 days, as well as the results. So thank you so much for hanging out with me this week. If you like this kind of video, I make a weekly vlog or market recap videos just about every week. So stay tuned and I will catch up with you guys next week. Bye!